form to radical form and reversed. All right, so let's start off with example number 1. All right, we know that this is a rational function because it has an exponent in the form of a fraction. So let's say we have x to the 3/4 power. All right, what we want to do is convert this from a exponent to a radical function or expression. So we're going to come over here and we're going to draw a radical sign, or what we used to call a square root sign. The top number always goes in the back of our expression, and the bottom number always goes in the front of our expression inside this little crevice. And we're going to put our base there. So x to the 3/4 power becomes the 4th root of x to the 3rd. All right, so that's if we have a positive exponent. What if we have a negative exponent? So let's change it up and we'll throw a number in there too. So let's say we have 2m to the negative 2/3 power. All right, so when we do that, whenever we have a negative exponent, we're going to draw a line. We're going to put a 1 on top. Then we're going to do our square root again on the bottom. The 2m goes inside. Remember, the 2, or the top number, goes in the back, and the bottom number goes in the front inside the little crevice. And so now 2m to the negative 2/3 power becomes 1 over the cube root of 2m squared. All right, and that was example number 2. I forgot to write that. I apologize. So that's going from rational form to radical form. All right. So now let's go in reverse. We'll go example number 3, and we'll start off with a radical form, and we'll change it into a rational form. So we're going to start with a negative 1. So we're going to put 1 over this. We've got a radical sign, and we're going to have, let's go with 5g. All right, and we're going to put a, it's going to be to the 4th power, the 4th root, and our exponent is going to be a 5. All right, so again, because there's a 1 on top of our fraction, we have to put a negative exponent. All right, so we're going to come over here. We're going to put 5g in parentheses. You don't have to, but it actually makes it better if you put it in parentheses. And we'll put our negative sign here. And remember, going back to our expression, the bottom number goes on the bottom of our fraction. The front number goes on the bottom of our fraction. The number in the back goes on the bottom of our top of our fraction. So now 1 over the 4th root of 5g to the 5th becomes 5g parentheses negative 5/4. All right, so now we're going to do one more example, and we will be done with converting from rational to radical and radical to rational. So we're going to start off with, let's say we're going to have a radical, and let's go ahead and talk about a special situation. Let's say we have 7p. All right, now if you notice, there's no numbers in the front or the back. If there is not a number, I'm going to change colors so you can see my emphasis point here. So if there's no numbers in the front, there's an invisible 2, and apparently it's not, my colors aren't switching as much as I wanted to. But anyway, and in the back is an invisible 1. So when we write this as an exponent, we're going to put 7p in parentheses, and then we're going to put the bottom number, which is 2 in the front, and the top number will be 1 in the back. So those are the only invisible numbers we have. Again, if there's not a number in the front, it's going to be a 2. If there's not a number in the back, it's going to be a 1. All right, so now we've successfully gone from rational to radical, and then from radical to rational. And I'll see you guys and ladies when you come back to class. Have a good day.